the government. Get off the. Eventually, it was shut down, but look here, what it was, 6 days, right? That was tolerated for several weeks, billions of dollars of damage. Why? You know,
it doesn't. That's right.
Thank you, man. Nice to see you.
Could I switch over to one last question, which has to do with all of this, but relates to the medical side that nobody really talks about? Why is it, or why do you think that our current hospital system, our protocols, have not changed, even though our mainstream media constantly says things like the science is changing or the data is changing, yet the protocols of remdesivir and ventilation has remained the same, which is proven, just like they're modeling a projection, to be exponentially wrong and harmful to people? Why do they stake the course and continue to aid people in their pathway to death within the hospital?
Well, you know, it's interesting. I don't know all the answers. You know, I'm not a scientist or a doctor or anything like that. But I go back to a report I did last year. Dr. Samantha Hunt of the Ontario Medical Association was on either City TV or CP24, I can't remember. But she said, if any of you think that this is not a serious problem, you know, COVID-19, reach out to your hospital, reach out to me. I'm just paraphrasing now, but basically it was, go arrange a tour of an ICU unit, I think, which is kind of crazy that, you know,
which you can't do now.
I took her up on her, and her PR people got back to me and said, well, she was just speaking
figuratively.
Yeah, or it was even more something like it wasn't like privately, you know, and I'm going, no, she was on a live newscast going to tens of thousands of people. And so here's somebody, you know, the executive director of the OMA saying, if you don't believe me, go and see it. And then when we go and ask, okay, let's go see it, we're not allowed there.
Right. So what are they hiding? Why?
That's it. Like I said, I don't have the answers. I do know that this pandemic, I think from day one, has been more about just a virus. Clearly, it's more about that now. You know, with I mean, we should be
at
back.
This point, it's a common cold.
Exactly.
When did we shut our economy down for influenza A and B? I'm a nurse. We lived at influenza every year. I've never seen our economy shut down, inflation, our children's mental health. Yeah. How many people have committed suicide, lost their houses, lost everything they've owned?
Yeah.
Over what? A common cold right now?
Well, exactly.
It needs to shut down.
And going after children, I mean, statistically
down.
speaking, if you're young and healthy,
exactly, you will survive.
Oh,
you will survive the virus.
The chances of you dying from COVID.
Well, and that's what breaks my heart is the fact that they are trying to. I mean, push it on anybody, but you're pushing it on the children who don't even need it under the guise of protecting grandma when they can't even carry the viral load in order to get grandma sick. It's almost like a population control agenda. I'm not saying it is.
I feel like there's a real virus and the government has taken advantage of it to make money. Once again, they have made a profit. The bigger bucks, the 1%, has doubled their money. The middle class is going to poverty. Those are the facts. I go to the grocery store every week. Every week the prices are up.
And yet on the flip side, how many new billionaires have been created in the last 2 years?
Exactly. The rich got richer. Yeah, and everyone's going down.
Do you know how much it was 50 million Doug Ford had made almost a year and a half ago with his sticker company and all that from the 3 million? What is that number?
You know what? I don't know, because I thought it was a private company. So I don't think it's publicly traded, so I don't know what the figures are. But anecdotally, I've heard that business has never been better. Dental Labels has never shut down a day, I believe.
No one has had an outbreak or COVID at the plant to shut it down?
You know, apparently not. So pandemics have been very good for Doug Ford's business.
And I've been through the hospitals during this pandemic. It's a fucking ghost town. Those are the real facts.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I am a registered nurse.
For the most.